Let's be honest, most car salespeople are stuck on a hamster wheel. You show up, you grab your coffee, and you stand on the curb waiting for the next up to pull in, just hoping you'll make your numbers for the month. Selling 8, 10, maybe 12 cars is considered a good month. But the legends, the top pros who are consistently hitting 30, 40, or even more cars a month in the right market, don't wait for anything. They run a daily battle plan. What if you had that exact routine? Not a few random tips, but a 10-step plan that flips your day from being reactive to being relentlessly proactive. I've lived and breathed this business for years, and I can tell you, success isn't about luck. It's about executing a plan day in and day out. Let's get into it. First things first, and you have to do this before you even think about leaving the house. Get your mind right. A lot of people say sales is 80% psychology, and honestly, some days it feels like 99%. You can have the best cars on the lot and the hottest leads, but if your head isn't in the game, you've already lost. The top earners don't just roll out of bed and wander into the dealership, they intentionally fire themselves up. When you wake up before you touch your phone, take 15 minutes to fuel your motivation. Car sales is a roller coaster. Rejection is part of the job description. A relentlessly positive attitude is the only thing that gives you the armor to bounce back. A huge part of this is planning your day the night before. Pros walk in knowing their priorities. They aren't figuring it out on the fly. That mental prep means you start the day in control, not in chaos. The average salesperson strolls in right when the doors open. The elite are already there. You need to get to the dealership at least 30 minutes before your official start. This isn't about impressing your manager. It's about owning your battlefield. First thing you do in that 30 minutes, walk the lot. And I don't mean a casual stroll. I mean you put your hands on the metal, touch the new arrivals, the pre-owned vehicles, the fresh trade-ins, and even the cars waiting in service. Then, you grab some keys and go for a drive. Take that fresh trade-in for a spin. Drive the new model with the updated tech package, because you cannot sell what you don't truly know. Knowledge builds instant credibility. After you walk the lot, you spend the next 10 minutes locking in your game plan. Waiting for walk-in traffic is a plan to starve. A true professional manufactures their own luck. Sit down with your CRM and review 4 critical lists. Who's scheduled for an appointment, who's taking a delivery, what calls you need to make, and which follow-ups are due. It's not rocket science. Who's coming in today? Whose birthday is it? Who's picking up their new ride? This written plan is what separates the pros from the amateurs. When things get quiet at 2 p.m., the pro pulls out their plan and gets to work on the next opportunity, making sure that not a single minute of the day goes to waste. Now we get to the real work. Relying only on dealership traffic will leave you hungry. The top pros are aggressive prospectors. A good goal to shoot for is making 30 to 50 outbound calls every single day. That level of activity leads to a 30-car month. First, fresh internet leads. Speed is everything here, and the gold standard is making contact within 5 minutes. Second, make 10 to 15 calls to your past customer base, birthdays, anniversaries, or equity positions. Finally, prospect the service drive. Walk back and talk to customers waiting for an oil change. Offer them a quick appraisal or a spin in a new model while they wait. Proactive prospecting is the engine of a huge month. Generate that pipeline daily. You can't make 50 calls a day and manually keep track of everything. It's impossible. This is where you have to use technology to your advantage. Your CRM isn't just a database, it's your personal assistant. Set up automated emails and texts. Create task reminders for unsold customers on day 3, day 7, and day 14. This ensures no lead ever goes cold. Automation isn't about being lazy, it's about being strategic. Let the computer handle the reminders so you can focus on rapport. In today's market, if you don't have a personal brand on social media, you're practically invisible. People don't just buy from dealerships, they buy from salespeople they know, like, and trust. You need to be that person. The daily habit is simple. Post 1 piece of content and 1 video every day. Post a 60-second walk around, a car buying tip, or a happy customer photo. Constantly remind your network who you are. This builds a consistent flow of inbound interest. A classic mistake is trying to be everything to everyone. Salespeople waste time with customers who have no intention or ability to buy today. To sell at a high level, you have to get ruthless with your time and zero in on serious buyers. Ask the right questions early. Are they just starting or have they test-driven others? Is their financing sorted? Identify the serious buyer and give them your undivided focus. Stop trying to please everyone and start closing the people ready today. Price and inventory are important, but in a world where customers can buy from anywhere, the experience you provide is your secret weapon. A grade A experience isn't an accident, it's designed. It means going above and beyond. Send a personalized video. When you deliver a vehicle, have a full tank of gas and make sure it's spotless. Follow up after the sale. Send a thank you card. This service turns a one-time buyer into a lifelong client who sends referrals. The second you think you know it all is the second you start to fail. The most successful salespeople are obsessed with getting better. Spend 10 to 15 minutes every single day on focused training, role play handling objections. At the end of each day, take 5 minutes for honest self-critique. Where did you get stuck? Be brutally honest, identify one specific thing to improve. Constant incremental improvement is what separates the good from the great. How you end your day is just as important as how you start it. The top pros never just punch out and leave. They run a 15-minute reset. Look at your numbers, calls, appointments, sales. Track your activity to know your results. Clean up your CRM. Every customer should have a clear next step. Then build your game plan for tomorrow. Who do you call first? What's the content plan? Walking out with a clear plan means you wake up with purpose and ready to hit the ground running. So there you have it, the 10-step daily battle plan. This isn't about raw talent, it's about discipline. It's about mastering your mindset, knowing your product, aggressively prospecting, and delivering an unforgettable experience. The difference between 10 cars and 40 is found in these daily actions. If this helped, hit that subscribe and like button, follow us for more, and drop a comment below. Now stop waiting for the huddle, build your plan, and go make something happen. Checkmate.